Hello guys, hello. Good evening everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening guys.
Good evening.
Good evening. It's Friday time everybody. Chalo, dhoom dhadaka. Friday is in the house. Okay, year ending coming, Christmas time, New Year time, year end time, everything happening. Huh? Okay, chalo, we are live. Today is day 5, okay, of week 2. We are closing the second week. It's a 3-week program and it's all about living it properly. Okay, so just give a minute. Here we share it. We are live. 16 December, 9 p.m. Here we go. Okay. Okay, guys, today I'll be sharing my entire 12 years of IT journey. Okay, the do's and the don'ts about it, where I made mistakes, where I would really recommend you to not repeat those kind of mistakes, and the things where yes, the good things which I did, which really rewarded me and created the success track for me. Okay, so it's like looking ahead in your future and building it straight away without going through the same pain. Okay, so if you really understand today's session very properly and apply that, I would definitely know that you would be in a far better position than where I am right now. Okay, so learn from my mistakes, avoid my mistakes, and apply the good things which I did. On top of that, apply your way of processing things. I think over and all it's going to be really pretty good. Okay, so chalo, let's go through. Let's get started, okay? A simple, short journey, but with deep insights. Chalo, let's get started, everybody. Now, देखो, first thing, everyone, you need to understand, okay? Whatever industry you are in, whatever field you are in, there is one quality of who you are as a person, and that is going to make you a winner, or it will make you struggle or lose in your life. Okay, so any profession does not really matter. Who you are as a person, how you think, how you act, what do you believe, so your identity itself will make you successful or not. And if there are problems with it, you have to fix it. You need to change your perspective, you need to change your belief system, and you need to get these issues sorted out so that you can really accomplish massive in your life. Okay, and that's what it is. So I, over a period of time, I started knowing and thinking and doing the right things which will really give me results in life. So it has not been always right from the beginning. The journey continued, okay, and evolution, made mistakes, learned from it, made mistakes, learned from it. That's how it was. Okay, now firstly you need to understand, life is not straight and simple for everyone. Okay, it is not. And for majority of the people, they will have their share of pain and struggle in their journey, and that's what life is for everybody. So you're not special. If you're going through hard time, you're not special. So that kind of pain will be for everyone. So first accept that it will come. The changes, challenges will come like that. Okay, Neko, I'll just tell you simple. While I was in my college, so we were not having any campus placements at that time. Okay, and it was like everything was uncertain. What's going to happen after education? Okay, and then the same struggle happens for all. So we are like on the road, searching for the right company, and then stuff like that, applying online, this, that, and 1 month gone, 2 months gone, 3 months gone. It starts becoming more painful. Okay, what's going to happen next? And all the worries, tension, self-doubt, negative thoughts, emotions, family, this, that, everything comes in front of our eyes. And okay, at that time I'll just tell you one simple thing which happened. Okay, uh, I really got some guidance from one of a person, okay, from relation itself. He said this very beautiful thing. Thus, if you're trying to build a career which is going to last for next 30 years or even more, right? So are you really prepared enough for having a successful career, or is it like just getting the job is your target? ठीक है, मैं बोला भाई, जॉब भी चाहिए, सक्सेसफुल करियर also required, both required. Okay? And that person, it was from the same industry. He said ki, I have really seen people struggling a lot in their long term careers. So it's not just about getting the job. There is a lot of responsibility and pain which is going to follow. Are you really ready, and do you think your college knowledge was enough for that? And like, how much confident you are about all this? मैं बोला everything is good, college सब सही है, job चाहिए बस, that's it. So he said कि okay, you're talking like that because right now you don't have maybe more awareness. So he simply recommended me कि भाई, here in Hyderabad there is this Ameerpet, so go get just go and just see what kind of things they train there. Okay. I was like, अरे यार time pass हो जाएगा. It's like why and all this. But chalo, since he was pushing me so much, so I said कि chalo, anyways, job getting is getting problematic. Let's go and see what exactly it is. And I went there, and there itself, okay, the first session itself, I think, yeah, I attended of Natraj sir, and the first session itself was like so many thoughts, so many ideas. मैं बोला भाई साहब, what is all this happening here? And these things I never knew in my college times. Nobody talked about it. Nobody saw that. And that was, I think, advanced Java, some initial sessions. And then I am like, whoa, so there is a big world of knowledge which we are not yet aware of. And then intuitively I got it, oh, so I'm not really ready enough, because whatever I knew was nothing compared to whatever was being discussed in that class. Okay. So then I said, okay, now I'm going to learn all this thing. ठीक है. I said कि job मिले कब मिले, all those things will happen by itself, but I am really going to learn all that. And देखो, once you get serious about life, you automatically cut down a lot of time wasters. Because I was really serious. I wanted a good job, wanted to become successful in IT, make a great career. So automatically, guys, let me tell you, 12 hours, 13 hours, I used to be in Ameerpet from morning till evening. Leave home 6 a.m., reach Ameerpet first class 7 a.m. Now in the evening, used to like full day in Ameerpet only, and night time 7 to 9 evening session completion. Then 9 having the dinner also there in Ameerpet. I used to bring two boxes, once for lunch, one for dinner, complete both of them there, and then by 10 taking a bus back to the place, which is like 45 minutes travel, and night 10, 11 back to the home. And that was the life all throughout, Monday to Saturday, and Sunday ko it was half day, like that kind of routine. Nothing but 6.5 days every single day, working the best self out. And guys, I made few things very clear. I wanted to become successful, so I did not choose to hang out with any time wasters there. In Ameerpet, you'll find a lot of people, and that's what happens in your life basically. So I intentionally choose to did not even talk or connect with anybody who is not serious about life, who is not really passionate. And the people who used to even talk, ke, chalo, let's go for a movie or a park, I used to literally get hate for such people. I'm like, come on, this is about doing something, and playtime is over. Now get serious about life. So I never connected with such people who liked wasting their time. And that made me serious, and that really gave me the foundation. Okay, I need to accomplish something with my life. And for next 6 months, it was like hardcore effort. Without effort, nothing is going to come. Hardcore effort, not caring about time, not caring about anything, just with intention. Seek now. I have to learn, I have to learn, I have to learn. And guys, what happened after that? I got some more opportunity in Ameerpet itself. I started training, this, that, blah, blah, blah. But after 6 months of solid training, and I even started doing some, I was training people, students also there in Ameerpet. Okay, all that part-time job and all, I took that. But let me tell, after all of that drama, when I gave the first interview, I just cracked it. Okay, so that will happen by natural if you are really good, committed, hungry for growth, putting efforts to learn, and that's it. The results will happen if you are really there. Okay, and if results are not happening, you still have to keep working, improving, figuring out. So there is no end to your goal. You have to keep figuring out till the time you achieve it. That's how life is. ठीक है, तो करते करते like क्या first time call, got it, and pretty peaceful, confident के चलो कर लेंगे. Okay, and the journey doesn't get simple there. Got into a project as a contract employee initially, was not really added to a project, and the company said ki within 2 months, if you're not in project, you would have to be moved out of the company again. So all these kind of dramas were there. And then it was like we got to know about some projects, and there were some interviews which were lined up for like me. I got to know that, but some other person applied some references, took away those interviews from me, and he gave that interview, he got that project, and I'm like, "Arey baap re, sala kya chal raha hai yahan pe life mein?" So all of those things will happen. That's what is life. There might be people good, there might be people bad, there might be people want to take away opportunities, there will be people who will reward you opportunities. So देखो, you cannot draw conclusions out of life, because life is about everything. Anything can happen, anybody can do it. Things could be good, things could be bad. You need to learn how to navigate through all this by keeping your mind in center, thinking right and believing in right stuff. That's how basically results are going to come. It will not happen by magic. You need to know there is good part to the world, there is bad part to the world, but you cannot make strong opinions about anybody, because everybody has good and bad sides. You need to get that maturity about how do you deal with such environments, situations, people, and move on. Okay, so those things happen. But now let's cut it short. वो सब हुआ, drama and all. And after that, I gave like within the company, even for placement, there were more interviews. Gave that and got to my first project. Okay, there you go. So far journey directly from college to getting into the first project, it was a struggle. Okay, now automatically what happens is, this is what is called as life teaches. So those who go through the pain time, they will be more serious about life. They will not take things light, right? And this is what happened to me. And I said, Ki bhai, after so much of struggle, I got my first project, and I am going to give my best shot at this. So you need to have the right attitude. I made up a commitment, ki bhai, I will learn, I will apply, I will give my full dedication, whether I am good, bad, doesn't matter. But I will do everything the best that I could do for this project, because I want to succeed. And the same stuff happened. In Amirpet, I got both good people, bad people, time wasters versus dedicated people. In the IT industry also, I found the same. That means the world is filled with positives and negatives. Again, you have to make your choice. Who do you spend time with? Who do you build network with? And again, I made that choice. I will not spend time even with those people who are just going down for a tea break, because I just felt it's waste of my time. Okay, you might say whatever. Okay, but I just was not able to relate with such people who believe in wasting time at work. And that's what made me get more opportunities, rise up in my career, and become somebody. Okay, so I just want to tell you what I did right, what I did wrong. You don't make any assumptions right now, but I want you to just raise questions in your mind. Okay, whether whatever I'm saying, does it really make sense to you? And you have to choose. Yes, your life is your choice, it is your journey. How do you want to live? Nobody can dictate that. You have to make those things for yourself, but make a smarter one before you just lose everything out of it. Okay, so then again I made a choice कि नहीं यार, dedicated, sincere, committed people के साथ I will be hanging out. With them I will talk discussions about projects complexity, how to grow faster, or what better things can be done in the project. And that is what I decided, and I started dedicating that. And anybody who was not in line with what I was thinking, I started keeping distances from them. बातचीत भी नहीं करते थे. It's like, हाँ, दूर से hi, hello, that's it. You walk your way, let me walk my way. So not so the first learning which I would say is, don't get manipulated by your environment. You will have positives, you will have negatives, you would have to make decisions. And if you make a decision to hang out with time wasters and those who don't have dreams, desires, so you will also become like them, and in a long run that life doesn't lead you anywhere. Then you will be just like, life is struggling, opportunity is not coming, and it will not come because you never worked hard for opportunities. Okay, so you need to really open up your thinking properly. That's one. Okay, now first learning, circle, choose wisely, don't get influenced by negative environments. Okay, if you go, guys, make a note of it, quick note. Okay, it's a simple thing, these are simple things, but it can completely change your future. Okay, just one quick liner, everybody. Choose your circle wisely. That's it. Okay, which people you interact with, which people you don't interact with. So choose your circle wisely. Time wasters ko eliminate. Those who don't have passion towards life, eliminate. excuse giving people eliminate, negative people eliminate. It's a choice, guys, right? You cannot do anything with your family, but you can do it with the people around you, right? They are not your close blood relations. Choose them wisely. Okay, fine, that's the first learning. Choose the network wisely. Okay, now the second learning, okay, this is where it gets pretty interesting. What I realized is I came from a Mirpet kind of background where I'm already telling you it is hard work. It's hard work from morning 6 a.m. to night 11 a.m., Monday to Saturday, and even Sunday, half day like that. Now, what kind of life is that? Where every hour you're doing something, wanting to grow, putting efforts, wanting to grow, putting efforts. And all of a sudden, from that high pace environment, it's very high pace environment, dynamic, learning, labs, projects, this, that, training, interviews, blah, blah, a lot of things. From that high pace environment where we are engaged so much, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m., and then weekends also, I came to IT industry and I felt it is damn slow. IT industry, such a slow industry. I felt ki nothing is happening here, man. Things are moving slowly. It's like people are joining like by 10s, 11s, leaving by 5, 6, and then nothing happening over weekends. I just felt literally from a very fast pace, all of a sudden some brakes are applied to my life. You will be able to experience it when you literally go at fast pace in your life. Otherwise, you will be missing out on all opportunities. So this is what I realized, from such a fast-paced life, all of a sudden IT industry applied a brake on me, and I was not able to digest. I just felt I am underutilized. I'm wasting my time. I don't have any great things to do. And somewhere I was feeling bad in my first week when I was in the projects, because and I was seeing that's how the people around me are, and how can they digest this? And then I realized maybe they don't know what a true full potential life looks like. Okay, this I figured out later once I started getting more maturity. But that's when I realized ki bhai, no matter how the IT industry is behaving, I don't want to operate by the industry rules. I will be fast paced because that is my commitment to myself. Okay, so people were starting office at 10 a.m., 11 a.m. I used to follow my old lifestyle of Amirpet, and I used to be at office morning 8 a.m., 2, 3 hours before the day starts. People were leaving like 6, 7, and I used to still continue being there till 9, 10. Okay, and it was not for showcasing to anybody, and it was not for just I'm not able to understand the projects. It was not for that. It was because during the day I will understand everything, give my best shot, but I will spend extended hours because I want to learn faster, grow faster, and that's my commitment to myself, not for the industry or the projects or anybody. So what is the second conclusion of my life? Work hard, work smart, and work long hours. All three important. Okay, I was working smartly. I was not repeating the same mistakes again and again. I was working as best as I can, as hard as I can, and I was working as long as I can. Going early, 2, 3 hours early to office, leaving late. Even weekends may when nobody's there in office. Only cleaner boys used to come. I used to be like, "Kya karu ghar mein reh ke? Chalo, let's go to office and do something." Okay, so that's what the initial phases of my life. And let me tell you guys, for around 3 years or 4 years in my IT career, I lived full potential, what you can say 24 hours utilization, having proper sleep and rest of the time, always active and productive in life. Okay, honestly speaking, guys, I do I never get bored in life. I don't know, many of you might get, might not get, it completely depends. But honestly speaking, I don't remember a time when I got bored in my life, because I always have something to do, which is a value add for my life. I'll figure out something. Okay. And that's what is a leader quality. We started developing it long time ago. Leader has to create their own work. Okay. Nobody tells them what they should do. They have to figure it out, build their own work. And these qualities started long time ago. But now the second learning is work hard, work smart, and work long. Now I'll tell you the magic what happens because of this. Even if I'm not doing it for showcasing, but because you're doing things which rest of the world is not doing, you get recognized. Even if you're not trying to showcase. Dekho guys, those who just do it for showcasing, they will do it temporary. Okay, I'm saying I lived that kind of a lifestyle for 4 years. Nobody can fake it for 4 years. If you genuinely want to do something, 4 years consistency, you will do it only when you really want it, not for fakeism. And you need to understand, and then people recognize. So somehow, unknowingly, I got in the eye of some of the very top people of the company. They used to be like, who is that guy? Every day he comes early, he leaves always late, during the day also. And then they started speaking behind the back. कि भाई कौन है क्या करता है whose team what team blah blah blah. And then they got like during the day also I'm getting good results, and like somehow an image got created कि भाई somebody is there who is very dedicated towards work. Okay, and when such vibe happens, opportunity starts opening up automatically. People started discussing, okay, hey, I want that guy in my project. Okay, can we give him this challenge? And guys, what I realized is others used to come to me, and wherever I'm facing any challenge, people used to offer help for solving it. So there is something different in humanity. Okay, if you see somebody very hardworking, and if you have skill capability, you would like to help such people. That's another amazing passion about human beings. If you really see somebody is dedicated, putting efforts, and if you can help, you will genuinely go and help them without any expectations. But if you see somebody dedicated, it backfires. People are not committed, and then they struggle. People will be like, "Arey, if he's not serious about life, why should I help him?" In IT industry, this happens. If you are struggling, and if other people see that you are yourself not committed to learn, others will not help you. Once, twice, they might come. Third time, they'll be like, "Arey, he himself is not serious. Why should I even help him? Time waster." So, but if you are dedicated, focused, working, then people will like to help you. Okay, so you can take a learning out of it. Your attitude will result in whether you get help or whether you push back help. So second statement, guys, write it. Work hard, work long, and work smart. All three things are important. It's not this or this or this. All three important. Okay, and don't stop for anything. One life, that's it. So work hard, work long, work smart. Okay. Now, as part of that itself comes this in bracket. You can say hardcore dedication to whatever you do. Okay, hardcore dedication to whatever you do. Okay, now moving on. Okay, moving on. So life started like this. So slowly, and now this is brilliant insight that I am about to share with you. Okay, so what happened is, and this is like slowly we adapt to environments. Okay, so what happened is after certain period of time, initially I was like this full pace for 3 years, 4 years in my career, and after that I adapted to the IT culture. Okay, why? Because you will become like your surroundings if you are not careful about how your life is growing. So it's like 4 saal ho gaye, money is coming, everything is good, projects are nice, technically growing, responsibility wise growing, everything is happy in life. So why is there a need to stay more dedicated? Somehow naturally the mind and the body relaxed. Okay, and then I just adapted to the IT culture, which is like, okay, Monday to Friday, whatever working times, weekend mein nahi kar rahe kuch, because projects also don't need it. You don't work for the projects, you work for yourself. Projects might also not require you to do it. Sometimes if they are requiring, you're lucky that project is giving you that opportunity. Otherwise projects will also not ask you to do it. Okay, it will not. So and then I just adapted to that kind of situations. Monday to Friday 10 to 7s, and okay, everything was going good still. Packages were good, hikes were good, responsibility was good, I started even leading teams and all. But 4 years I went like that. Okay, and then somewhere they go, I did not notice that I'm losing something. But when it was the year, they go 20, I still remember 2014 till 2014. So I started working from 2010 till 4 years, 2014. Everything was good. Okay, all full potential was being utilized. I was excited about life, dedicated, committed, wanted to do a lot of things. And I was actually doing a lot of things apart from my project. I was doing trainings in Amirpet. I used to drive there every morning, go there, train people. Next, I used to manage online trainings over weekends. Then we started a startup at that time. We did some of our own stuff as well. So matlab, if you engage with your 24 hours, you can make wonders happen. And I was like that for the initial 4 years of my career. And that gave me a lot of opportunities. And with whoever I became with that strong foundation, I somehow adapted to the IT culture, which is Monday to Friday, 10 to 7. And that continued for 4 years. Yeah, sometimes stretching late, but that's fine. I did not feel anything extraordinary about it. It was like, koi bhi kar lega. What's the big thing about it? Okay? So, but 4 years gone, it was 2018. Now, guys, I wasted 4 years of my life, even though good packages, good promotions, good projects, good responsibility, but still, I'm telling you, I wasted it because I know I underlived my life. I could have done even something more bigger with my life, but I missed 4 years like that. ठीक है सब कुछ था but in the end when it was 2018, okay, I was going through my old laptop. Somewhere कहीं से मिल गया घर पे ऐसे एक दिन खोल दिया old laptop and there I found some folders, okay, where I had all that stuff which we were doing in the initial 0 to 4 years of my career. And that opened up my mind. That's what is the power of retrospection, re-looking at your life, what's happening with you. So guys, this career transformation, life transformation, goals, all this is an outcome of my life journey. I made blunder mistakes. I don't want you to guys to repeat those mistakes. That's where goals, target, review, analyze, make decisions. All that is outcome which will take our life to success. Coincidentally, I found that laptop. It was 2018 year. Then I realized what I used to do in the initial 4 years of my career. And then I realized since past 4 years, 2014 to 2018, I did not do all of that. I was just project and time waste. And then I realized ki bhai, this is a blunder. I basically underlived my life. If I really engage with my time, I will be able to accomplish far more in my life. And I would be in the end happy because I'm doing something meaningful. I got that thought in the year 2018, 4 years ago. Okay. And after that, since 2018, I have never stopped again. But now actively, earlier I was immature during my 0 to 4 years experience. I did not have the right thought process. But when I was with this 8 years experience, 2018 year, then I realized, I cannot underlive my life. I have to live my potential. And that means I have to use every single hour that I have in my life. There is no other option of living. I cannot waste time because so all these thoughts started coming up at that time. 4 years ago, it all evolution started. And then I dedicated. Okay. Now you might say, okay, I was not knowing what I will do in my thing. Okay. What I will do in my personal career growth. I was not really knowing how do I really engage these 24 hours? पता ही नहीं. Okay. I just know that 24 hours has to be utilized in doing something. I just did not know what to do in these 24 hours. When to wake up, what to do after wake up. Everything were just question marks. Okay, simple question marks. Now, what happened is, I thought that is where the thought which I shared few days ago. Life is all about 24 hours. And then I figured out, okay, it's just broken down into 4 segments. One section is before you start your office, another section is while the office is happening, third section is office to sleep time, and fourth is the sleep time. So I then decided I just have to master each of this section and I will be able to better do stuff. So even though, okay, I was not knowing what to do when I wake up in the morning, I started waking up in the morning. That's it. Let's wake up. That's it. Without any ambition, without any purpose, let's just wake up. That's it. I don't want to sleep. Maybe then I'll figure out after waking up what to do. Okay. Then I started like when you think, when you give the right problem to your brain, the brain gives you ideas. The brain said, okay, go out for a morning walk, let's say 5 kilometers. So chalo, let's do a 5 kilometer every single day. Let's leave out of home. Then a thought came, since you're just walking, why don't you listen to some audio programs or any video or any knowledge related stuff? So slowly, it started converting and morning routine mein value automatically started building. Okay. And then I'm like, okay, what to do after office hours? I don't want to waste time. यहाँ पे भी फिर कुछ तो करने का. Okay. And then people used to ask, why are you doing all this? Then this thought, this came at that time itself, 2018, 2019. I said, Ki, right now, I don't know what I want to do with my life, but a time will come, well, I will know it. And at that time, anybody, okay, has to master 24 hours. It's a habit which needs to be built. So when I have the right idea to be implemented, I don't want to start from zero of building this habit. So right 4 years ago itself, I started building this habit of waking up in the morning and utilizing my 24 hours without, because I know habit takes time to build. So when I really get something passionate in my life to do something big, so at that time I don't want to start from zero. So I will put time in training my mind and the body to engage best with my 24 hours, so that in future when I get some thought, I will implement it and my mind and the body will already be ready to take those things. That's what, okay? It's a big thing. And that's what is looking in future and living in present. What move you should do, it's just like a chess play. Now if I do this move, how I will be getting benefit with that maybe in 5 years from now. And it's just arranging the right blocks in your life. And then what happened? 2020, yeah, COVID came, and then a lot of things happened. And immediately in the first week of lockdown, there itself I realize it's going to have a lot of problems. People will become lazy, they will become dull, the mind is going to start irritating them, frustration is going to grow, they will just not do great things because people don't know how to manage themselves. Okay, they will spend a lot of time on social media, on television, on movies, because people don't grow in the right direction in their lives. It needs self awareness, how you are engaging with time, what are you doing with your life, and not many people have that maturity towards life. So I knew, okay, it's going to backfire on a human society. Okay, a lot of people will go, a lot of ups and downs. And then I said, Ki, chalo, can I do something to save this thing out? That's where the thought starts emerging. Okay, if you are really thinking, you will get the right thoughts. And then I said, chalo, let's start a transformation program where we engage with our life more closely, where we are passionate about what we want to do in our lives and we do it. And then as we started doing, the first one was life transformation. 2 years ago started, and then the journey built up, built up, built up. Okay. So now the learnings from here, the continuation where we just went far ahead. But I just want to tell you the next learning is, if you are not utilizing your 24 hours properly, you have underlived your life. No matter whatever results you have got in your life, you have underlived it. So your potential is here, but you are underliving your life. No matter what results you get, it is always possible you could have achieved more. Now it is your choice whether to you still want to continue your under potential life, or do you really want to push and live to the fullest. That's a choice. And I'm not saying this under living life is a painful life. No, it is good. You will make a house, you will have your car, you will have your family, you will be able to educate them. Kuch problem nahi rahega. All the financial needs will be met, everything will be happy. But your potential is bigger than that. Okay, I realized it. I had a very good life for even those flat years, 2014 to 18. I never regret for anything of that. I just feel I did not live it to what I could have. Okay. Now this is what I just want to tell to you guys. Ki make a choice. So write down your next statement. Okay. Make a strong decision. Make a strong decision of whether or not to live to your full potential. It's a choice, guys. I know it is going to be hard for many people. There will be a lot of life problems coming to make it happen. But you have to make a choice. Success is not that easy. You have to walk through a path to go towards success. So you make a choice. If you feel, nahi yaar, itna nahi chahiye life, I'm okay to have this different kind of life, that's also fine. If you're happy with that, all your needs met, able to spend nice time with your people and all, that's a good life. So, but decide. Okay? And I'm not saying living to the 100% should be the target for every human being. It's up to you to decide what is your definition of a good life. And if you feel the way it is happening, it should be like that, well and good. If you feel nahi, pura live karenge. That's also fine. It's your life, your choices. Okay? Okay, fine. So yeah, this is what it is. Now let's take a moment. Okay, just close your eyes and just ask this question. How do you want to live? Okay, really utilizing your 24 hours, or are you okay with the way the world is happening, the system is happening? Just deep question. Ask, and let's see what ideas or thoughts you get. And don't make a decision based upon emotions or motivation. कि नहीं यार, potential वाला तो लेना. It is going to be a journey. It's not easy. It will need you to be committed. So just be practical about it. कि क्या चाहिए? What do you really want in your life? Think about it. Do you really want to utilize all of your time very properly? Or are you okay with the way things are? Regular efforts, 70% efforts. It's not easy. Again, a regular life is also not easy, guys. I'm not saying it's simple. Everything needs efforts. Okay. A bad life could be simple because there nothing has to be done. But even a decent life needs efforts. So I'm not saying there is no effort for decent, but I'm trying to say how A players think, belonging into the top 20% people of the world. So that's what this thought process is about. So just ask yourself a question, and maybe you can just fast forward your life to your deathbed, the time when you're all going to die. I am going to die. Just fast forward your life, let's say 60 years from now, 70 years from now. Let your mind travel. Your mind is marvelous, right? It can go in past, it can go in future, it can create imaginations. Amazing. Let's fast forward into future. Let's say you're on your deathbed. Okay, all your family and the friends are around you. Okay, and they are talking about you. Okay, how did you live your life? And you are thinking, okay, life is about to be gone now. How did I live my life? Now just answer this question. What do you think should be your thoughts at that time? Should you say that I regret? Should you say that, yeah, I could have done even better with my life, but I wasted? You think, ask the right questions, you'll get the right answers. This life is given only once, and it will pass by. It will pass by whether you use it properly or not. Time runs. So think. And guys, all the successful people of the world, okay, they engage with their time greatly. And I'm not saying ke always work, work, work. I'm saying ke balance between work and life in the right way. Okay. Sometimes it might need 16 hours of work. Then there were a lot of times I slept only 2 hours, 3 hours, and rest of the time we were in office. A lot of such moments came in my life, and I'm happy for those moments. And there were times where I spent time with my family, friends, enjoyed that time as well. So you have to strike the right balance. Okay? So just think about it, what kind of life you want to build. And after some time, we will open up your eyes and just honestly, do you want to live your 24 hours effectively, which includes happiness, joy, health, knowledge, okay, growth, skills, great performance at work, money, fame, position, power, joy, satisfaction, time with family, time with friends? Now that's full potential. Or do you want to live a life differently, which is good, but you could have done better? Okay, maybe less efforts are required for that different life. Just think, maybe less efforts are required for that different life, but it is giving you whatever sufficient money and all that stuff. But yes, you could have lived bigger. Okay, and just open up your eyes, rub your palms against each other, rub your palms against each other, roll it over your face, open up your eyes, and just write down a few lines. How do you want your life to be? Full on engaged in success in all dimensions, or you're okay with less efforts but still a happy, successful life? Now you define your life. Okay? So write down a 2-3 paragraphs or maybe 2-3 lines about this. What kind of life you want to build for yourself? Because guys, a direction in life will take you into follow-up actions. Okay, so take some time, write it down nicely. Okay, but एक decision कर लो guys. Your full life can be laid on that single decision which you make. Write down what kind of life you want. Just be honest to yourself. It is fine. Whatever you choose, it's fine. There is nothing good or bad. It's a choice. Okay? Okay. Okay. Now, I think by now at least the decision would have been made. कि क्या चाहिए? And that's required because that awakening somehow my life coincidences happened like that where I needed to ask those questions. For many people, circumstances doesn't become like that. So somehow I got a Meerpet. So that's how I got that kind of exposure and thought process for a fast-paced life. What does that look like? Slow pace, what does that look like? Coincidentally, I saw my laptop and I flashed back into my life. And then I realized all of these things. And I was not reading books and all that for a very long time in my life. वो भी stages आते गए and then knowledge and all that kept growing. Okay. Now, let me tell you something. So I then started figuring out how I should engage with all of the sections: morning, daytime, evening, sleep time, and all of that. Okay. Now, as I was exploring morning, I figured out a few things, and then I started reading, exploring, researching. Everything is available on internet. We just have to get that knowledge, apply our experience. So then I started actively hunting for information. Okay. And usme I got some very beautiful observations which I never thought throughout my life. So somebody said ki human being is life is all about momentum. You do one successful thing, then the chances that the next thing that you do, you will succeed in that is probability wise very high. So if you succeed at one thing, whatever action you do after that, there is a high chance that you will succeed in that. So there is a momentum of success. And likewise, there is a momentum of failure. You fail in one thing, your confidence level will be down. Whatever you do immediately after that, you will, there are chances high that you will even fail in this one. So life happens as a momentum, success momentum, failure momentum. And then you need to train yourself. How do you break this momentum? If failure is going on in your life, how do you identify that kind of thing? How do you switch that pattern towards the high track? So once you start hunting for all this information, you will get it because it's all there in on net. Okay. So I started figuring out, and let me tell you, I got a lot of techniques which were loaded with a systematic step by step. And I started digging more. Then I realized, okay, the top CEOs of the company, then very successful IT professionals who I was working with, those who are available at like CTO levels and the top director levels, I started looking at their lifestyle. Ki, bhai, what are they doing different? Okay, they have reached such big towers. And then I realized ki majority of them, okay, around 95% of them, whoever I interacted with, they all said ki we start our day in a different manner. Okay. And we don't think about our work at that time. Okay. So this is what they told. Ki we start our day differently. We are not thinking about our work. Then I started digging what exactly then you guys do. So speaking with people, it was unstructured. Somebody says, I did this, I did this, I did this. Then I started reading more books. Okay, how does successful people live their mornings? And after combining all of that knowledge, I started experimenting it on myself. What works, what does not work. And there guys, once you know that you have to use 24 hours of your life, uske baad you will not get the thought, I cannot wake up in the morning. It's not possible. Because you know that you have to live your time properly, and uske baad health does not matter. How can you not be healthy for success? Automatically, once your goal is proper, your life will correct itself. That's what you need, proper reason for doing it. Rest everything will handle itself. Excuses will disappear, problems will disappear. But if you are not focused in what you want in your life, all your problems and excuses will come, and you will not be able to fix it because you are allowing your excuses to grow and build up on you. That means you are not passionate enough, dedicated enough to what you want in your life. Wo fix karo. And once you decide, I want to live my 24 hours to the fullest, everything else falls apart then. It's not possible to say, I cannot wake up in the morning. It's not possible to say, I cannot learn new things. It is hard, because nothing is hard if you really want something. Okay? So this is how my brain just changed, and it became simple. The life became simple. Growth became simple. But if you are not strongly determined, small things will become such a big blunder problems in front of you, and you will not have that strength to even solve them. So make the right decisions. Then I started figuring out a system in which morning, what all activities we need to do. And let me tell you, okay, I lived it for a very long time. Okay, now like since past 2 years and all, we are living that system. But I'll tell you, in this 2 years, okay, something really tragic happened with my life, and it was pretty painful. And I was not able to focus at work. Okay, my family member expired during that time. Mind was not right. I was feeling like everything is like not good. I was not feeling to put efforts. Things were not going good. Okay, and when I was going to project, the mind was not focused there also. कि यार नहीं हो रहा है. Okay, and like then problems were happening more in project because I was not able to properly handle them at the right time, and all of that drama happened. And then what happens? Negative thought comes and all that. Okay, now this is something really good. At that time things were not going good, it was all falling apart. And at that time I randomly fell in front of an interview with Sundar Pichai. Okay, on social media I was just going through it, and there was a short clip about him. Okay, and what he says is, he whenever he is hiring people at top positions, okay, he doesn't care about what success they have achieved. His focus is, what kind of failures did they encounter in their life, and how did they overcome those failures. And somewhere this statement really stuck into my heart. Okay, that's how great people think. So if right now it's a failure stage of my life, where everything is falling apart, where I don't know what is going to happen, if I don't overcome this, I don't have a story to tell. I don't know how did I bounce back from there, and my life is going to go south. So then I decided कि यार कुछ भी हो जाए ठीक करना है. I have to fix my life. I have to overcome this kind of a drowning situation. Doesn't matter what it takes for that. And then somebody said, Are you already know the system of how successful people do it? And then I said, Yeah, I know it, the morning routines, because that's where the momentum of the day happens. And then I started applying every single thing which I learned as part of my full past research, how successful people become successful. Okay. And once I started figuring that out, I started experimenting and applying. And guys, this is a simple thing. I'll just share my screen. Don't get into details of it. But this is what was my full experimentation, what I realized. Okay, this is a model. If we live it like this, that's going to guaranteed give you success. And then I knew this. I just applied it into my life, overcoming such a troubling situation where I felt like nothing is going to work out for me. I was getting thoughts like I should quit, I should move out because I'm not enough able to do it, because if things were complex, projects can get complex. Okay, life is not always simple, but this kind of a routine helped me to fix it because I had a story to tell. I wanted to really overcome my failure so that I can really face myself in mirror. Okay, yeah, Tausif, you did it. And that Sundar Pichai ka word was constantly hitting me. How do you overcome your failure? How do you overcome your failure? And I simply applied this. And let me tell you, in a matter of 2 weeks, everything became perfect in project, in my life, and such a traumatic situation at my home and all. I was able to deal with everything because I evolved in that 2 3 weeks of time. Okay, simple routine. What is the routine? Daily starting with a peace of mind, not getting in busy with life rush and worries. starting with a blank state, meditating, pranayams, like doing some deep breaths. Next, being thankful for this beautiful life that you have. Next, developing a belief system. What do you think about yourself? Strongly telling to yourself that I am proud of myself. I can win any situation of my life. That kind of self identity creation. That's how successful people achieve success. They believe that they can achieve success and then they just do it. Okay. Next, they have goals. So writing everyday goals. Next, planning your day, and then like daily spending time in nature. Okay, we are part of nature, like sun exposure, green grass, walking on the soil, okay, barefooted on the grass. All that is going to make us healthy. Our mind stays fresh, stress level comes down, pressure and all goes away. The ideas, innovation comes with simple things. Next, daily inspiring yourself, listening something which motivates you कि भाई life में कुछ ना कुछ करना है. When failure points happen, listen to motivational video. It will challenge you. Okay, failure is part of life. You have to wake up, you have to get going. One life, and you have to push yourself. Nobody else is coming to save you. When you listen to these words, something triggers inside. Yeah, I want to do something. I want to wake up from this. I want to get over all of these emotions. And then that builds momentum for the day. So your identity, the words that you listen, daily working out, say stress level downs, brain is healthy, and then taking knowledge, reading books, acquiring that knowledge of accomplished people of the past centuries who are dead now, but they created wonders. They lived a human life, 100 years, experimented everything, became highly successful in their life. All of their knowledge is reserved in books. We want success, we are struggling on a day-to-day basis. We don't have time to dig that knowledge and apply it for ourselves. What kind of life we are building? You need to make choices. Everything is easy if you really look for it. It's just one Google away from you. It's all there. Solutions, techniques, systems, the solution for every of your problem is there. You just need to be committed to find it and apply it. This is how life is beautiful. And then daily reading books, upgrading your skills, and evening time working out, closing the dinner. I just planned my entire life. And that's what made me overcome that tough situation. Now you might say, "Arey all this is not required for us. Let me first fix my current life problems, get a job, deal with whatever stuff." But let me tell you, this is the foundation of your life. If this is broken, you will struggle at every other aspect of your life. Why? Because your belief system will be broken. You will keep getting negative thoughts. Okay, can you do it? Can you not do it? Next, if you are not grateful about the life that you have, you will always be unhappy. You will always be like, everything goes wrong in my life. My life is hectic. My life is hell. It's because this is foundation of living. Everything else, the results that you get is a subset of the system. Okay, and so far I figured out this. Maybe in future I might add more to it, but that's what is your exploration journey. You need to figure out what works right for you, but you need to understand one life, 24 hours. You need to master that. It is a choice, but you can definitely earn the spot. Okay, and that is my next learning for you. When you said 24 hours, if you have written that I want to engage with my 24 hours, you need to figure out where are you wasting time, how you can do it better. I have a system which we are going to apply it. Okay, we are going to apply it in the coming few days and then continuous for a long time. People are there since 1 year, we are doing it. But it is your choice, your life, your choice. Do it for yourself. You figure out what works well. And if you want to join along with us, join along with us. It's free, it's open for all. Every day morning 6 to 7 we are connecting. We are doing an amazing routine the way the top CEOs of the world do, because I know that it is required for every human being, not just for successful people. And if we do this, then we will be rewarded with success, because you have goals. If you're not thinking about it daily, you will forget your goals. You have a lot to accomplish in your life, but if you are not planning and going towards that, a point will come, guys. Failures will keep coming in your life. You know that, right? Wrong things will happen, problems will happen. Let's say you are really dedicated and there is a struggle or like quarrel going on in your family, fights going on in your family. Okay, you want to do something in your cousin, something else goes wrong in their relationship, and then all that comes to you. Now what happens is when life throws you through these ups and downs, a system will save your life. A system which tells you, reminding, okay, fine, all these things are falling apart, still what do you want in your life, and reminding yourself every single day, and then taking actions on that, not leaving it to chance but being on the driving seat of life. That's what the system is. Okay, so this is what we would like to end this today's session, but it is something, definitely it should be thought provoking for you. But watch it again on YouTube and make decisions. Okay, one life है, चले जाएंगी, एक दिन सब बुड्ढा बुड्ढी बन के बैठे रहेंगे and like, अरे अच्छा होता अगर 50 साल पहले कुछ कर लेता. Right, so that's what it is. दांत नहीं है, खाने नहीं आ रहा है, but like 50 साल पहले कुछ कर लेता तो उसे बोलता तो था. Yeah, so this is what it is. Fine. Okay, so now let me share you the attendance link. But make a wise choice. You are all very clever, very sensible, very smart people. This life is blessed ones. You are here, week 2, 5th day. That itself shows you want to grow and succeed. So that means your potential is getting that initial fire. And this has to be a full life, not just one day, 1 month. This has to be a 50 years. And constantly you have to learn, grow, upgrade, and evolve as whoever you are in your thought process, actions, behaviors, and results in life. ठीक है, सब कुछ हो जाए. Okay, fine. Now let me share this yes tracking sheet also with you guys. You can just I'm sharing the link. It's a public comment access link for all. You can simply download this file and you can upload it in your own Google Drive, or there is an option copy to, you can do that as well. So let's see whatever works. Okay, so this is the reference sheet. It's the same sheet where we have written our goals. Okay, so take this reference sheet, everyone. Next, if anybody doesn't have it, take it, and we will be doing week 3 means together. Okay guys, week 3 day 1 is going to be again publicly open for all. So and then from second day onwards we will apply entry for the committed people based upon their attendance. Okay, fine. And December ko अच्छे से tell Tata. Okay, so it's happening. And then, but yeah, make some strong commitments for 2023. Just ensure that it should be the best year of your life. Okay, no shortcomings. Don't get into any struggle of life there. Figure out and make it work. Chalo, attendance link guys, paste it. Code is 5656. Please mark your attendance. Okay, let's mark your attendance. It's 10 sharp. And thoda sa guys, take care of yourself. That's what is important. We in the week 1 we said this thing. Tough times create strong people. Strong people improve circumstances. Improved circumstances make people weak, and weak people create weak environments. That's how it's a circle. Okay, and right now our generation is in a time where there is too much comfort. All the pain is taken care in the previous century. Right? We were under British rule, all the drama of life and everything, all the pain is taken care by those people. They sacrifice their life for our freedom. And all the human evolutions, right? Research, inventions, light, communication, travel, all those problems were so much challenging in 100 years ago. They are all solved now. Our generation is a very comfortable, happy generation. Kuch nahi karna hai life. That raises the risk of weak times. And when there is nothing to work for, earlier a bottle pani lane ke liye you had to walk so far, dig down the well, get the water. Right now you just get it. Okay, when that's what it's a weak time right now, and when the situations doesn't demand people to grow, people will not grow. And on top of that, this internet era, social media era is giving so much of leisureness and just converting it into a full-time waste. Okay, and people ending pehle sirf television box was there, now all OTT platforms are there and all these social platforms are there. So more of laziness is coming into the world, and the need for doing something great in your life is disappearing. And that's what's happening in the US market right now. 50 years ago they were pretty great. Right now what they are doing, they are like completely putting it on the government ki bhai do everything for us. That passion is gone. Earlier they drived and built the world. Now they are reverse doing it. With us Indians, we are really focused. Kuch karna hai, kuch karna hai. We have fire, but the time is weak. So don't let your fire die. We have one life. Ignite it more, grow it more, accomplish something with the lives. Okay? This is what I would like to say. One life, and just live it properly, my friend. Okay? Chalo, thank you all. Mark your attendance and see you guys Monday 9 p.m. Okay, back again. Chalo, thank you everybody. Take care, guys.